Let us leave them be.
Naught feels quite so wasteful as coming upon a fine piece of equipment after purchasing the very same item in a shop.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar. I will protect you.
Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen! Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away. You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder take this? 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Trade favors the patient, I would say.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. We ought to put it to good use.
I'm in no rush.
This walking's made my legs ache. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine weather.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist. You. Have you found any of the... items we discussed, perchance? Do come again. Look as long as you please.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen.
I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further. Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
Unsheathed his blade and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, beneath the pillar it writhed.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks. Might as well.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen. What manner of madness is this?
Should my story entertain you? No, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate your
Need anything? Many thanks. Need anything?
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to save my
I bought time and I know how to spend it.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
My knees have been acting up of late. Dr. Lucas, my head will grow if aught goes awry.
Is that you, Lord Faze? Oh. 'Tis only you. I suppose you must be proud of yourself. How very absurd that 'tis I.
My knees have been acting up of late.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Deeza's arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deeza's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, tell me. Does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
Can't wait for the equipment to come in.
Not ruined your day by getting cut open.
We shall await you here, Master.
Aye, this should be far enough. If you truly are arisen, then I swear words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Can't make a living if I get myself injured. It is quiet about. All this patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder.
Fine wares all. Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup? Always a pleasure.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. 'Tis no simple matter to infiltrate the castle a night. Pray, be cautious, your Majesty, should you fall into the hands of... However, a sentry loyal to me will be on duty at the time of your infiltration. I've taken the liberty of informing her of our plan. I am afraid she will be unable to aid you directly. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this.
A resounding success!
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As it is no simple matter to infiltrate the castle. Should you fall into the hand... However, I am afraid she will be on... Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Ah, There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require a suitable rate. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizens.
Over here, if you please. I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further. Would you mind coming over here?
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Your movement is restricted here. 'Twould be troublesome if we were forced to do battle. Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked.
Oh, on the hunt for the grimoire entitled Towering Earth, are you? One moment. Here it is. Towering Earth, the Forsaken Text. You may take it. I can cast no magics myself, after all. Left in my care, 'tis as a pearl before swine. Not to mention, I've already read it. With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally... It was a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not, almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin, and now what can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed under its heel. Fine timing, sir. Fine timing indeed. My time in that tenebrous jail has only hastened the... I stare at the page, but the letters stubbornly refused to take shape. Yet, alas, they were confiscated at the time of my imprisonment. As I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace storeroom. 'Tis a place to which few have lawful access, as I'm sure you can imagine. Though, as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Masquerades with a great... Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find an opportunity to liberate my poor spectacles. What say you? Would you I am in your debt. With those spectacles in hand, I might actually get through one of my tomes. Pray, infiltrate the venue and find the storeroom. You are my only hope.
Follow me, if you would.
My spectacles are in your... My spectacles are in your hands. At least I pray they...
Denny?
Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance. Would you mind coming over here?
Any loose coin about? Enough to make me rich? My bed.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here. I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught... be found while we're here? Shall we make for Vernworth Palace?
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
Would that all my days were so tranquil. Such quietude is a blessing.
Here we are.
I would appreciate your
You are the Arisen. Yes? Follow me.
Such peace couldn't hurt for anything.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melve. Melve, I say! I'm not sure who gave the orders, but I'd like to know what. It's beyond my ken.
As it should be. No concern. I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
Do you recall that package from Batawa delivered to the minister's chambers last week?
Well, just
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace.
Oi! Who goes there?
Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to... Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it.
It's quiet about. I'd gladly wide awake after your equipment's coming.
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure. Couldn't hurt to put my feet up a moment.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
So what'll it be? Not to twist your arm? Well, you needn't decide this very...
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilt between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief, I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it, and ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this phase's fellow. follow. But what precisely is their aim? It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you were to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. 'Twould seem we even need to visit the palace. I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but... no further.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Will someone do aught about this?
Pray, follow me. We have reached our destination.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry. The Arisen.
My sword arm could use some work.
Suppose I can always run.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness me.
Our soldiers need better training. Such quietude. My sword.
Winning over a sullen crowd is my specialty.
Perchance you've heard. The coronation is soon to be held, it seems. The Sovereign, wounded in glorious combat with the dragon, indeed. 'Tis a weight off my heart to think that our fair...
You wouldn't want to make talent's talent, whate'er it may be. Talent's talent, whate'er it may be.
I've things to do, if you don't mind. Smiles are the fine... I've things to do, if you don't mind.
Would that all my days were so tranquil. My sword arm could I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
No, more training than this.
What to do about combat training?
I pray naught goes amiss.
catching up.
Would that all my days were so.
Silence.
Mayhap you've been misinformed, sir, but there isn't to be a masquerade this day. I regret to inform you that there... Mayhap you've been misinformed. I regret to inform you that there is no masquerade scheduled for today.
I can ask for no more than that.
There's ought to be said.
This place fills me with unbidden remembrances.
When does my watch end?
There's no shame.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come. When does my watch end? I suppose. Clean forgotten.
Tis good to be reunited.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
Always sets me to thinking.
This work's dreadful dull, and I get paid a pittance. What is that smell? I cannot place it.
Crowns and politics are no concern.
drawn to quiet spots
On
like
me
this.
to bear what younger ought to be said for peace
Fine spot to take my mind off my troubles.
Where to now?
I'll go on an adventure of my own. Off to market I go.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
It's on me to bear what younger.
Mayhap I really would have been better off with that.
Master, pray let me know beforehand if we are to meet somewhere different.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Best head to market before it slips my mind.
So many happy voices carried on the wind.
Leery eyes all round.
What should I get up to today?
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
There's no shame in living life with its
Fine
pleasures.
spot to take my mind off my troubles.
So many happy voices carried on the wind.
It ought to be said
Slow down.
Not much going on. I hope I didn't leave the pot on to boil. So many happy voices carried on the wind.
Not much going on. Happiness.
Are you the gentle sort? That'd make my day.
last push, and I'll be done for the day.
I'm sure I could find a willing place.
There's comfort in the humdrum of
Let's
daily
make
life.
haste, else I'll be at this all.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw.
See anyone you like?
A place to soothe the spirit.
Wonder if anyone else shares my sorrows.
This isn't much to go on.
Oh. I'll have to remember this next.
Nice place to sit. Watch the
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.